politics, business, sports, arts, music. Mike and Marty on the beat. Mike and Marty. Mike and Marty on the beat. Mike and Marty. Mike and Marty on the beat. Mike and Marty.
Good morning, Bellows Falls and Keene, and welcome to the feed. It's Mike, and Marty's back from vacation. Yay! Today we have Betsy Thurston and Casey Griffin with us. We're going to be talking about BFDDA and what's happening this fall with BFDDA, specifically the haunted house, thus the dress.
And they didn't warn us, so we couldn't get in our costumes.
Right. But first, Marty with local events.
So at the Bellows Falls Opera House, the movie that's happening right now is Roof Man. It's happening through the 27th, and I didn't put a slide of that on, so I apologize. But we do have the slide for the classic movie, which is The Trouble with Harry, 1955 Alfred Hitchcock comedy.
I know, it's listed as the only true comedy that Alfred Hitchcock did. Every other movie he did was sort of a horror with maybe a black comedy side. But this was actually true comedy.
It just seems contradictory to his genre. But anywho, little known but interesting facts with that film. It was filmed in Vermont, or at least parts of it were filmed in Vermont. It was Shirley MacLaine's film debut.
Oh, really?
And one of the actors is Jerry Mathers that we all know of as the Beaver.
Yay! They might not know it as the Beaver.
Oh, that's true. I am
You guys are
dating
young.
myself on this one, aren't I? Aren't I? Whoops, wrong direction. I knew that. I knew I was going to do that. This Saturday, the Bellows Falls Historical Society is having their annual meeting in their new location on Canal Street, 46 Canal. It starts at 11 a.m., and there is a Zoom link. So if you actually go to their event page or probably their main page, you can find the Zoom link if you want to Zoom into the meeting. You don't have to go there in person. If you're looking for something to do on Saturday night, it is the third and final for this year Diner Dinner, which is being held at the Moose. It's roast pork and all the fixins. And then there's the perfect apple pie contest that will be happening too. So people can enter the apple pie contest by bringing a perfect pie. I don't think it has to be apple pie. Bring a pie, a full pie, so that people can share it and taste it. And then they will be anonymously numbered, so people won't know whose pie is who. And then the folks that go to the Diner Dinner can pick the best pie, and then you get the bragging rights, and you get a swag bag of Miss Bellows Falls Diner items. It's $15 per person, and if you go to the MissBellowsFalls.com site, you can get tickets. So that's it for local events for me.
Okay. Well, Casey, welcome.
Hi,
Welcome to
thank
Bellows
you.
Falls.
Thank you so
Yes,
much.
Casey's the new executive director of the Bellows Falls Downtown Development
Alliance.
Alliance.
I know, it's
Last
so
A
hard.
wrong.
It took me so long to get that down.
That's why it's so much easier to say BFDDA, because it's
know.
hard to remember
But
what
then
everything.
people are like,
What is it?
what?
What is that? Yeah. Anyway, so welcome.
Thank you.
Where do you come from?
I'm from Florida, originally born and raised, and moved up here a year ago on Halloween, actually.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, neat.
So I feel this is pretty fitting.
How do you like BFDDA? Well, how long have you been in the BFDDA job? A month? 2 months?
Technically, maybe a month, maybe
Yeah.
5 weeks.
Getting your
So
feet on the ground.
I
Betsy's
am. It
there's
is crazy hectic.
big shoes to fill.
Yes, very much so. She was doing as much as I'm doing in like 30 hours in like 15 hours. So like I don't understand how she's doing what she does. You right?
That's why she's wearing black today.
Yeah, right. Mhm.
So who wants to talk about, because your big event coming up right now is
We
the
have our
haunted house.
the haunted house is coming up. Yeah, that's gonna be
First time in Bellows Falls.
It is, yes. This is the dream project of Betsy here. She told me she's been trying to do this thing for years. And we finally have a project to raise funds for to do it. So,
Yeah. So how's it going to work?
So it's by donation. We have suggested a $10 donation. All the money, or the profits anyway, is going to the lower theater renovation project.
Oh, okay, that's a great idea.
So the town is working
Before
on
we
other
get-
things.
Before we get too far into the nuts and bolts of the haunted house, can you talk a little bit about and make people understand the why and what of the renovation project?
Sure. So downstairs in the lower theater, if you've ever been down there, it's dark. There's a kitchen that hasn't been used in way too long. There's bathrooms that really need to be upgraded for the whole building. So again, if you've ever been to the Opera House and it's a sold out show and you're waiting in line for the bathroom, and even though there's upstairs, downstairs in the Opera House, so it's time for an upgrade.
Yeah.
Well, it's just making the space more usable, I think, is the grand scheme, because, like, there's not really a lot of places to have events here in town, but the lower theater is actually a great location to have small events, and if you can have a kitchen so you can have events catered. Like, we had the Rotary 100th anniversary celebration down there, and it was a great location, but it was a little hard on the kitchen component of it. So I just
Right,
wanted
all
to
the
make
food
sure
had
people
to come.
understand how it's going to benefit the community to have that renovation to the lower theater done.
Yeah, and just think, I mean, because it's a municipality-owned building, so all community members, nonprofits will be able to utilize the space, which is really exciting.
And that brings us back to the haunted house, which is happening on the 30th.
Yes, it is happening next Thursday, October 30th. Starts at 5 o'clock. 5 to 6 is our low scare version. So that's when you can bring the littles, bring the little kids, bring the, maybe the elderly that are a little more
Maybe Marty.
scareable.
I was thinking it could be the Marty version too.
There have been
Sounds
adults
good.
that
We can do
asked to come. I said yes,
yes.
by all
Yeah.
means.
They said, is it restricted to kids? And no, it's not. Anybody
Yeah.
can go if you don't want to be super scared. Go for it.
And then there's another.
Yes, the full scare is starting at 6:30.
And goes
6:30 to
till-
9 o'clock.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
give us any little hints on the full scare, or do you just have to wait and
I'll
experience
give you
it?
some keywords.
Scary?
Scary. They're, creepy,
Dark.
circus.
Dark.
There's, gory and things like that.
Insanity.
We have a
I'll say
gore
that.
makeup artist coming to help
Really?
us out.
Oh,
Hey.
wow.
So we do have, it's going to be pretty fantastic, I think.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's an important point. I don't know if this is the right time to do this, but there are rules
We
involved.
do have some rules.
And I
we
think
do
it's-
have some rules.
I've read the rules, and I think
Are
it's
you
really
guys able
important
to
that we
bring the
go over
slide
it.
Yeah.
up? I have it on the iPad. Are you able to get it? Next one. No, we want to bring up the rules.
Can you just swipe through?
I tried.
And
Okay, bring
really
up
it's to
Perfect Pie
keep-
Contest. There we go.
There
There we
we
go.
go.
There we go, right
Okay,
there.
thank you.
Yes,
Woo, we got
yes.
it.
Yeah.
So we will have strobe lights. There will
Yeah,
be,
put that in
it'll
case you
be
need it.
dark, loud sounds and things like that. So if you're sensitive to any of those things, please be aware. This might not be for you. One of the main things that we want to emphasize is no touching. The actors will not touch you. Please do not touch them. We don't want any injuries. We don't want any, possible harassment things happening. Just please don't
Yeah.
touch. And
Safety.
Yes, exactly. No running or pushing, kind of on the same terms. We want everybody to be as safe as possible. Stay with your group. We're going to allow a group of 5-ish to 10-ish or so through at a time.
Okay.
You will have a guide, so you won't be able to hopefully not get lost or anything. But stay with your group and obviously try not to get lost. We don't want you smoking and vaping and things. We don't want lighters inside. It's it's dark, it's damp, it's weird. It's a basement,
Yeah, not a good place to be playing with fire.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah. We don't want any food or drink inside either, just in case of spill. Again, a safety thing. Same with the flashlights and phone lights. We don't want any, flashes going off, blinding an actor or something and running into a wall or something. Same with photography and video. Try to keep that to a minimum. We will have a selfie spot set up at the exit, so you will have a chance to get some photos and things. No weapons and drugs. We will have you sign a waiver, which will say you are not high or drunk or under any sort of influence of an outside substance, because again, a safety thing. We don't want anybody freaking out. No weapons or drugs. No big bags. Like, a big backpack is not gonna be safe. Like
Appropriate,
we don't want you to, turn around and knock someone out with it. And only for our full scare version, we are going to have it limited to a 15-year-old minimum. So basically, if you can drive, you're able to enter with no issues. You can go in. If 15 or younger and you want to go to the full scare version, we would prefer you have your parent with you or something. And then one of the biggest things is if you get too scared, it is not a problem. Please say, I want out, or starfish, as our gore makeup artist loves, and I love it too.
Yeah.
So please be loud if you're scared. Starfish!
That's a great idea. I mean,
Isn't
that's
it?
yeah, it's just super. Yeah.
And there are
Yes.
5
Well thought
exits,
out,
so
yeah.
that there are
Yeah.
exits so you can get out quickly,
And
easily, safely.
as soon as you say I want out, as soon as you say starfish, somebody will help you come out, and we will guide you out, and it will be okay.
Do you anticipate people coming to the haunted house wearing costumes?
I would like them to.
Oh, okay, good.
I would
good.
like them to. I would absolutely. Yeah.
But I guess with that being said, like be mindful of this, like the size of your costume, because
Yeah.
you're saying
like no big
Yes.
inflatable.
none of the
Tyrannosaurus
sumo wrestler suits.
Yeah, we don't want a dinosaur walking through our
Yeah,
haunted
yeah,
house.
because somebody might not make the connection between you talked about backpacks and then, but wait a minute, I've got this giant that you got.
Right.
It's got to be practical.
And there are stairs, so it is not an accessible town hall, unfortunately. There's, stairs
That's
down,
an
stairs
important
up.
point, so people
It
should
is,
know
yeah.
that.
And so then costumes should be,
You should be able to see your
Hetty Green
Yeah.
won't be going up and down the stairs.
Yeah.
Hetty's going to be out in the alleyway.
Are
you're,
you?
you're haunting the alleyway.
Well, I'll be greeting. And
Oh,
of course,
nice.
it's a donation only, so I'll be holding the cauldron with all the
Oh,
cash.
nice.
With all the
Big-
cash.
Good idea.
Yes. Yes. Another thing I'd want to mention is it will be a cash donation, but we will have a QR code so you can donate online
Oh.
when you get there. So
Well thought out.
we'll have options.
And the ATM is right around the
And there-
That's right, right
There's
over
an ATM right around the corner, yeah.
And again, it's for a good cause, so
It is.
community spaces.
And it's fun. I mean, it's taking the town hall, which people kind of see as like, it's a town hall, and doing something fun with it and getting into the spirit and a fundraiser. So it seems like a win-win. It seems like you've really covered all the bases too, which is important. And I think the reason they're doing this is so they can have success and have another one. If you
Yeah,
don't have the
exactly.
rules.
Yes, the goal.
and
I would love to
things-
make this an annual event.
And things,
know?
people do silly things, you might not be able to have another one because it's a liability to the town.
Yeah. And on that, we're all volunteers. This is not a town-run, town-sponsored.
Yep.
It's sponsored by the
We're
Bellows
not.
Falls Downtown Alliance.
Yeah, the actors are not paid. They're on voluntary purposes, and they want to help us out and give back and make it as successful as we can. So
Have you done a mock through, a run through already?
not yet.
Oh.
Saturday and then
There
next
will
week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So actually, volunteer call if you want to help set up the
Yeah.
haunted house. Let me know.
How would they get in touch with
Saturday.
you?
You can email me at bfdda1@gmail.com. Or you can just show up at Town Hall Saturday, October 25th at 10 a.m. We'll be there for several hours, so if you can't make it at 10, you can come
Yeah,
at noon
yeah.
or 1 or whatever. That's fine. We can as much help as we can get.
And we'll be in the lower theater, so downstairs.
Yep.
And I just want to mention, so next year, the town hall is going to be 100 years old. So
Oh, is that right?
this is
Yeah.
all part of, let's
Let's
Make it
start
as
let's
good as
raise
celebrating.
some money,
Yeah.
let's celebrate,
Let's
and let's
feature
start
this.
using this building. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like kind of like the upper theater for many, many years wasn't utilized, and then there was a big push to make it an operational theater, and there was a group. I would say it's probably, again, I'm dating myself here, probably back in the 80s. Were you here at the time, Mike? When there was a
Yes.
theater restoration, was it the 80s, late
Yeah,
80s?
yeah.
So it's much the same thing. Why would we have a building and have spaces in a building that aren't
I
being
know.
utilized
And it's
for
made
the
so much,
public?
that
Anything.
theater restoration made a huge
Yeah,
difference. I mean,
huge
with all the
difference.
seats and the seats were donated
the-
and everything.
And
It
it's
was really neat.
beautiful in there.
Yeah,
They
it's-
fixed it up
I
really
keep-
nicely.
I was watching in the news the other day, and they're talking about opening a mini theater in downtown Burlington.
Oh.
And it was like,
A
you
mini
should,
theater?
yeah.
That's
it's
exactly
gonna-
what we have.
well, you should have an opera house,
Yeah,
you know? And it was like, they
yes,
don't
exactly.
have, there's no theater downtown in Burlington. It's
Oh,
just
right, 'cause
amazing.
Flynn only
They
does
don't- they
productions.
just do
don't
big
movie-
productions.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah,
do movies
yeah.
anymore. Interesting.
Anyway, so we have that's such a jewel, the Opera
Yeah,
House
it really
and the
is.
Town Hall. What, my curiosity is this the 100 years of this iteration of the Town Hall?
This
Okay,
iteration,
Yeah,
yeah.
not the one, because there was one before.
So there was a beautiful one with I think it was
With the-
Georgian with the
yeah,
steeple
spires.
Oh, yeah.
that looked very like one in Covington, Georgia. There's a few, and those were built in the late 1800s.
Yeah.
So
what
after
happened?
that
Did it-
fire,
Oh, it was a fire.
There's another
Okay,
fire.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, this one in 1932.
Cool.
Or wait a minute, no, that wouldn't be.
That wouldn't be 100, must be
Hello.
1922.
1926. I don't know where 1932.
Good job. Elsa. Good job. So what else is happening with you? Had a good summer with the Keep BF Clean.
Yes, keep Bellows Falls beautiful is a huge success. Cleaned up once a month. It's on Thursdays, the second Thursday of the month, and yeah, we go around, clean up, and make sure it looks as good as it can. And in our last Keep Bellows Falls Beautiful, we went to the Rockingham Rec Center as well and cleaned up the pump track there.
Oh, nice.
For the kids, or adults can do it too, but ride the pump track around
Yeah.
with their bike
Oh,
and
nice.
things. Yeah, and there's a little jump and things that they cleared out, and
Yeah.
do some good stuff with that.
And then what do you have? We'll have you on again to speak more detail about what, besides the parade of lights, what's the downtown promotion this year?
So this year it is going to be a little different. We're doing holidays in Bellows Falls, and it will be a 2-week event from the day after Thanksgiving, November 28th, Flannel Friday in Bellows Falls, to the Parade of Lights,
Oh, nice.
which is December 13th at 5 o'clock. So that entire time we'll have events, promotions, we'll be featuring all sorts of businesses that are doing Bellows Falls Rocks Box. We are also doing a bingo card, town
neat.
bingo card, so you can go around and explore and, learn all about town. And if you get 5 squares on your bingo card, you'll be entered to win our Tier 1 raffle. And if you get 12, you'll be entered to win our Tier 2 raffle.
Ooh.
And if you get a complete blackout, there's going to be a couple grand
Wow.
prizes.
The coverall.
that we
The
can
coverall
give
is the
away.
best.
So yeah, and those will all be, more information about that's coming. Things are in the planning stages and gathering stages right now. So it's going to be exciting.
Great.
It's going to be really fun.
And I'll jump on our bandwagon again, but one of our themes is you really need to support our local economy if you want to have things happen here in Bellows Falls.
Absolutely.
And this is the event for the Christmas shopping. Instead of maybe doing some big box store or something online,
Yeah.
you might want to go downtown,
Yeah.
get a voucher, or buy something, or there's gift certificates, there's vouchers, there's all sorts of ways of supporting your local business. Because when you support your local business, that money stays here. That's what pays for sponsorships for sporting teams, for events downtown, for all these different things. These are the businesses that contribute, and we need to support them in return.
100%.
And can I say something on that?
Yes,
They've
please.
done I don't know how they figured it out, but for every $1 that you spend downtown or in a local shop, 67 cents of that stays right here in Bellows
Nice.
Falls. Because the people that are accepting that money are then,
They go
paying-
to the cafes,
Yeah.
the local
exactly.
cafes.
So they're
as well,
supporting local.
and-
So we
Yeah.
thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. And I think it's a really good point because I think people don't always make this connection. Like when your organization is looking for raffle prizes, when you're looking for sponsorships, when you're looking for all those things, the first thing you do is you go to your downtown merchants. So remember that when
When
you're
you're
shopping,
shopping.
go to your downtown merchants.
Yeah.
And we just have such a wide variety of really cool stuff too. That's the other thing too, is you can get really personal and unique gifts.
And local.
And
They're locally
local.
made, locally grown, It's really
Great.
awesome.
So moving on, the Parade of Lights, another tradition that's just started. Is this
Yes.
5 years?
This is the fifth
Is it
annual.
5 years? Wow.
Yeah.
Neat. And started by BFDA and some people in the fire department who really wanted to get this thing going. But year 5, what's the plan? Here, you've been here 2 weeks. I'm
Yeah,
putting you on
right.
the spot.
And Betsy's just
That's
like,
a good question. Pretty much, I'm kind of in the phase of the things that work, we're going to try and keep them there. Don't fix things that's
Yeah.
something that's not broken. To me, the Parade of Lights works really well. I went last year for my first year. I was blown
Oh,
away.
yeah, it's amazing.
There were so many people. There were so many cars. I loved it. So, as far as I'm concerned, I think the Parade of Lights is
Fixed.
perfect as is right now. You know, as we get into things, there might be some minor changes, or maybe next year we might do a little bit different. But right now, I think
Yeah.
the Parade of Lights is pretty good.
I think reversing
So-
the route was a really good move. That last year was the first year you reversed the route, right?
No, we did it
No.
one year, the normal parade route, and then the second year was.
Oh, you reversed
How
the
about
route.
let's do this backwards? And
I
the
think it made a
police
big
said,
difference.
"Well, we don't know if it'll work, but go ahead." And it has
really
worked
worked
well.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people gathering in the square just made it better. But
And so it starts at the fire department, police station, the public safety building there, and comes through the square to the red light and then north on Atkinson and ends. And I'll just mention, it really was well received that we gave 2 awards last year. So it's the Cheer Miser, which is best in show. And luckily the tea fell off the table way back when with the banners, because we were going to give you a Cheermeister award and we might have had copyright infringement. Because, so
What a
who
typo
wants to
fix
be
that.
a cheer miser? Isn't that like the bad guy? No, that's in Bellows Falls, that's
It's
the
a
best
good
in
thing.
show.
It's a good
It's
thing.
like the Grinch. It's Cheermiser.
And then we came up with the Light Miser, which is then best lights. And it did, it was like some of these trucks, that's what they're going to do is light up. And you can't imagine, can you get any more bright? And they do every year. Well, James Plumbing and Heating Oil won the best light show. And they've added lights every year. They're like, we're going to add more lights. And I'm thinking, how?
Just
Where?
because the sun
Where?
driving down. Driving
So I
through
was
that
so
way.
happy that they won popular vote.
so what are the details for when people need to decide and register? Because that's kind of coming right up, right?
Yeah.
It is, yeah. So details will be coming out in the next couple of
Okay.
weeks, I think. So that'll be one of the main things that we're working on in the next couple of
And are
the
you-
next week
I
or
know-
so.
Actually, it's on the Facebook event. So
Is there a
there's a
Facebook
Facebook
event?
event
Oh, okay.
and
There's a link to
the
the
Google
vendor.
Doc. Yeah, so if you want to be a parade participant, like as a float, just go on the Facebook
And
page.
have you gotten to the point yet? I know we briefly maybe touched on this last year, to the point where you're limiting the amount of people, or
Yeah, I think we've decided 50 to 55. Ben said is about all that can. And the problem is, so once you curl around and you've hit the end,
you don't want to
Oh,
you
you
don't want to
hit the
meet
end
one
of the
another.
we've
parade.
really
Yeah.
stopped. So it's about an hour parade.
Yeah, which
And
is
yeah.
about the right amount. I mean, I
Yeah.
think that's like that sweet
Especially
spot.
at night when it's cold.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
And the hot chocolates run out. Now, are you going to do your? Didn't you do like primo seating, like stadium seating? You could buy parking lots.
That didn't work. I'm not
didn't.
sure. Yeah.
It was a
good
great
idea,
concept.
like
It
a
was
VIP
a great concept. Yeah.
park spot. but
Oh well, nothing ventured,
Yeah.
nothing gained.
That's
know,
right.
gotta try it out.
And if you don't work, try
So
something
we're
different.
down to about a minute. So let's just have you run over the haunted house times and the whole details of the haunted house.
Sure. So the haunted house is officially happening October 30th. 5 to 6 o'clock p.m. is the low scare version, and 6:30 to 9 p.m. is the full scare version. There is a suggested $10 donation, but if you don't have $10 per person, do not let that stop you from coming. We're not going to turn you away. We want you to experience this. This is going to be amazing. So don't let that restrict you.
If you want to volunteer,
And if you want to volunteer, you can email me at bfdda1@gmail.com. or show up at the Lower Theater October 25th at 10 a.m.
Great.
Help
Thank
out,
you.
set up.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, ladies, for getting into the spirit today. Getting us into the spirit.
All
We'll
right,
see you
and
next
that's
week.
it. We'll see you next week on the feed. Bye, community.
Mike and